Good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, kindly type 1. So thank you so much. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Sheen Marjanet Caro. I'm 23 years old from the Philippines. So before we start, is it okay if I ask a favor from you all? Is it okay? Is it okay if you lend us your eyes and ears to listen and see, your heart and mind to understand what we're going to share to you? Is it okay? So I'm Sheen Marjanet Caro. I'm 23 years old from the Philippines. I'm a graduate of BS Hotel and Restaurant Management. I'm single with a double chin. Kidding aside, I just want to see you laugh because I'm so nervous. But right now on the screen, I can see the smiles in your face. And right now, I can continue. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Team Supreme Pegasus One with One Ring, Mr. Raymond Tong, for giving me this opportunity to be part of this event. And also, I would like to welcome our Team Supremes, our Team Elites, our leaders from different countries, and our guests. Welcome and thank you so much for giving us your time to join us today. So, how are you all? I hope everyone is doing fine. All is well, all is well. I know it's not easy to talk in front of our screens right now. And even me, I'm so nervous. You see, I'm turning red. So, yeah, but I believe that change is the constant thing in life. Correct me if I'm wrong. Change is the constant thing in life. And a week ago, I received this call from our team Elite Pavo, Mr. Theodore Tong. When I received his call, and he asked me, Sheen, can you be the MC for May 23's event? So I was like, without even hesitating, I immediately said yes. Because for me, it can help me grow. It can help me grow. So yeah, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our team Elite Pavo, Mr. Theodore Tong, and also maybe we have our business developments inside this Zoom meeting. And when he called me and I said yes, and I didn't expect that I will be the MC of this 150 participants right now. So I'm so shocked. But actually, the Sheen whom you're talking to right now is not the Sheen that she used to be way before Reway. So is it okay if I share my story to you? Way before this pandemic, I am already experiencing crisis in life. I used to be a timid lady. When you ask me, Sheen, do you want this? I will just, Sheen, do you want that? I'm like that kind of person. Some thought that I'm a mute. I don't speak. But actually, I don't have that confidence. And also, I used to be an introvert. I don't socialize well in huge crowds. I don't know. I'm not good in decision making. Do you know this one? Even the food I eat, even if the clothes I'm wearing, I used to depend that decision to my parents. You see how dependent I am. I don't even know how to start a conversation, even in text message or even in calls, even in person. It's like hi, hello, then after that, goodbye. I'm like that kind of person. I used to search first how to start a conversation because I really don't know. But good thing I was introduced here in Reway. So let me go back to my sharing that before this crisis that we are experiencing right now, me and my family are already in crisis. First, I don't socialize well. Second, my family, my parents, earlier in 2017, my mother was diagnosed with brain tumor. And little did I know that in Kidapawan, where my father is staying, he was diagnosed with angina pectoris, stroke, um, lots of diseases at an early age. So during that time, we have 6 car dealer branches and we have trading centers. But because even if we have those businesses, we are also experiencing financial crisis. We are also experiencing financial crisis. You know, utang over utang. We experience that. And because of hospital bills, because every time my mother is having seizure, you know, seizure, my mother is experiencing this episodes of seizure every day. I need to go and bring her to hospital to check her up because after episode of seizure, she will forget what happened a day before that happens, before that episode of seizure happens. And also, my father in Kidapawan, we don't know that my father is already in the ICU because of his health concerns. So as a parent, as much as possible, we don't want our kids to know that we are sick, right? And during that time when I'm seeing those, I'm in that situation, I started to think, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Right now, I don't know. I can't depend on my parents anymore. The food I'm going to eat, the clothes I'm going to wear, what should I do? What should I this? But during that time, on my mind, maybe I need to start to change. Because I'm the eldest, I have 2 younger brothers, and my brothers are still studying in Laguna. Me and my brothers are taking care of my mother. And that time I started to change a little, standing up and taking responsibility as an ate or as an elder brother, an elder sister. So that time I was like, should I do this or should I do that? Should I do this or should I do that? I still keep on thinking, should I change or not? Should I change or not? But when a person starts to feel that he or she needs to change, she really need to force herself. That's why I stand out and tried to go and look for a job while studying. But good thing they didn't accept me. You know why? Because they will tell me, oh, you're so small. You're so small, you're not qualified here. You're not yet qualified. So I was like, what should I do? I started to do online selling with the pens, ball pens. I started to start online selling doing that just to help my mother, to just to provide or just to help and assist for the maintenance because my mother was taking 9 maintenance with supplements. So it's so hard. But good thing our creator sent out angels. And these angels are not wearing white. They are wearing black and white. And they are wearing this one, Riway pin. So when Riway was shared to my father last March 2017 in Kidapawan City, good thing my father was able to decide to change our future. And because of him, our team elite Pavo, Mr. Jun Caro, even if he's not here, can we give him a round of applause? Because of him, I am here in Riway. And because of him, our life was changed 180 degrees. Right now, from a timid lady, I am in front of your screen talking, even if I can receive only virtual claps. So, yeah, and I can say that right now, I am a better version of who I am before. Stronger one, wiser one. But speaking of wiser, stronger, beautiful, and at the same time, better version of ourselves, do you know that our speaker for today is wiser, stronger, sobrang beautiful, and at the same time, a better version of herself because of Riwei. I used to hear her name earlier 2019. I keep on hearing her name from other leaders that, you know what, this person, this young lady at a very young age, she has the potential. She has the potential to do Riwei. So I was curious. I keep on thinking, who is this person? I need to know her. Because here in Riwei, if you want to succeed, you need to know the successful stories of each and every leaders here inside this room, here inside Riwei. So I get to know her last June 2019 in Riwei 3rd Anniversary Gala Dinner here in the Philippines. And when I saw her, you know what? I was stunned. So even my eyes are small, like you see. When I saw her, I was like, you know why? Because yes, she is indeed beautiful. And from that on, I used to look up to this person. You ask me why? Because I used to look up on her because she's taller than me. She's taller than me. And yet, when you see her, you know that she has this confidence in her that she can bring herself throughout everything, you know? She has this confidence when you see her. And I only got the chance to get to know her really during this lockdown in Facebook, in Messenger. So while I was talking to her, I keep on asking, may I know your background before? So little did I know that this confident woman that I am looking up to was also an introvert. But this introvert lady was able to represent Philippines, as you have seen in our trailer video. This introvert lady was able to represent Philippines in Johannesburg, South Africa. Imagine. And as I get to know her, she also mentioned that she used to be the student that doesn't like to read a lot, but loves solving, analyzing, in short, mathematics. And she is a graduate of BS Accountancy and was able to pass the board examinations while joining a pageant. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? And I get to know her dream that she wants to have and be part of an international business. But she decided to go abroad to look for opportunity because she knows here in the Philippines, even if you are a degree holder, you won't easily find an opportunity here. But good thing, her mother introduced her to Riwei. So are you all excited to listen to her story? So for me, she is a definition of a young, successful woman. And I'm so excited to listen to her story. And I hope you are all too. And I am so excited to introduce our Diamond 2-star, Miss J. Roxanne. Can we give her a round of applause?
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, once again, hello. Good afternoon. Can you all hear me? All right. If you can hear me, can you give a clap or a thumbs up? Because I'm not sure if you can hear me. All right. So, grabe. Sheen really did a great job introducing me now. Well, before anything else, can we give our MC, Miss Sheen Cara, a very big warm round of applause, please? All right. So as we started the Zoom meeting, I was already feeling nervous. But after hearing Sheen, it even got me more nervous because I feel a lot of pressure right now. So I would like to welcome everyone, and I want to thank you all for joining us this afternoon in this Zoom meeting. Um, so I would like to introduce myself before anything else. I am J. Roxanne Divina Gracia, and I am 25 years old, and I am a certified public accountant. I used to be, I used to work as an accountant in SM Retail Inc. back in Manila head office. So really, guys, just like any millennials, it's very hard to really pursue something when in the beginning you don't know what you want to do. Do we have any millennials here in this room? Do we have like out of 200 participants, do we have any millennials here in this room? And I'm sure, of course, even our parents or those people older than us have really experienced this in the past. That they said, when you you need to study hard, study well, so that when you graduate, you will find a good job. Correct? So that is what our culture is here in the Philippines. I believe so. So just like my mom, she would always tell me that in life, I don't have to be the smartest in school. Rather, I just need to be smart in life. In order to be successful, you don't have to be the number one in school. Just have to be wise with your decisions. Because I will tell you a little bit of background of my family and myself. So I came from a broken home. So my parents were separated when I was 8 years old. And so it is just my mom who provided for all the three of us. And I grew up with my grandparents. Well, it's really hard for me to share these kinds of story because I really get so emotional during whenever I share. So, anyways, at a young age, I already saw how my mom worked so hard just to provide for us, just to provide for all of our needs. And she had to work abroad for, I think, almost 10 years, just so she could provide the best for us. And of course, being a young adult, before I can see that my mom I've already seen her struggle in such a way that she will provide for all our needs and all our wants. And even to a point that sometimes, even when I joined the pageant in South Africa, guys, we didn't have a lot of money because we're not rich. But then again, my mom found a way to support me in my feat for representing Philippines because she said that it is just a once in a lifetime opportunity, and so I should pursue it. So as what you've seen earlier in the teaser video, I represented Philippines last 2017 in Johannesburg, South Africa. But before that, before becoming that lady, I was also once a very timid girl. I'm always very shy. I never even bothered to participate in class. And so my teachers would just force me to join any activities in school. And also my mom, because she would always tell me that, oh, you have the talent, why not join this and that. And there was one time I can recall that we went out to have dinner and there was a band outside. So my mom told me, babes, why not join the band and sing? If you sing, I will give you 1,000 pesos. Do you think I went up? I was there with my brother and sister, and she said, go and sing because just to let you know, I can sing. I'm also a classical singer, and also my brother and sister are good singers. So she would always tell us, just join just one song. I will give you 1,000 pesos. And then I said, no, okay. Later on, she would keep on pushing us. Just okay, never mind. Just go up on stage. Just set your foot on stage. I will give you the 1,000 pesos. And then all of us, all the three of us said, no. And then just like, why? You know what? All these children, even when you give them 5 pesos only, all of them will go dance, dance on top of the table. Would you agree with that? So that's how shy I was when I was younger. And that's why, if you know me 10 years ago, you will not really expect that I am the person I am now. And even me, I would have never thought 10 years ago that I will be the person I am today. And I owe that to all the people who really believed in me. I owe that to the people who keeps pushing me. I owe that to everyone who uh, have seen the potential in me. And for that, I want to thank them. And of course, I want to thank my mom for that. And of course, my mentors here in Reway, Mr. Raymond and Mr. Theodore Tong, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be speaking in front of you all. So that is just a little bit of background about me. I will tell you now how I started in Reway. So as you all know, I was an accountant before at SM Retail, and that was the very first time that I was away from my family because I am here in Iloilo. We live in Iloilo, but I decided to work in Manila because, you know, guys, even before I already know it that I want to become a businesswoman. I want to have my own business one day. But the question is how? How can I be in that level? Because I am inexperienced and I don't know anything. So how can I be on that level? So what I know is that everything is a process. Would you agree with that? Everything is a process. And so I know I needed to learn first before I can achieve what I want in life. So would you agree for everyone who when you just graduated, it's very difficult to find a job? Yes, it's very difficult to find a job. And for me, being a board passer and a fresh graduate, I've really experienced that to a point where I almost gave up. But then again, I would always remind myself, why? Why am I doing this? Because I believe that if you have a strong why, no matter how difficult or how tough life may be, there will always be a purpose. You will always have this strong will to move forward because you have this goal right in front of you. Correct? Well, I also almost applied in Jollibee. So, you know, when I went to Manila, it took me like few weeks to find a job, and I came there all by myself. And if you're familiar with Malibay, for everyone here who's from the Philippines, Malibay in Manila is like squatters area. So I used to stay there with my friend who was very kind enough to accommodate me while I was looking for a job in Manila. So as I started working at SM, I got to see how the corporate world works. And being there, it's comfortable. It's comfortable because it's easy. You're just there. You go inside the yes, Malibay and Pasay, correct. In the office, it's just routine. But then I felt unhappy, unsatisfied, because I feel that there is still more potential in me, and there's still more things that I can do, just not just to sit in front of the office all day. And so I decided, after 2 years, I decided to resign. But before coming into a decision of resigning from my corporate job, it was also very tough for me because my initial plan was to go abroad. I wanted to go to Singapore because, as we all know, Singapore is just near the Philippines. It's just a 4-hour flight. And I thought that I can just go to Singapore, apply for a job there, and then when I get a job, it's just going to be easy. But it wasn't. It was very, very tough. If it's difficult to find a job here in the Philippines, it's much more difficult to find a job in Singapore because their standards are higher. But you know, before going to Singapore, I really asked myself why I want to do it. Because I believe all of us has dreams, correct? All of us has our own dreams. All of us has goals in life. And it's not very easy to pursue those goals. It's not very easy. It's most especially when things you've planned doesn't go the way you want it to happen, correct? So my plan was just very straightforward. Go to Singapore, find a job, settle. But it's not like that. Life is not a straight path. Life is a series of ups and downs and curves. So, right, just before I resigned, I really asked for signs. And gladly, God also gave me all those signs. And that's why I decided to resign. But before that, my reason why I wanted to pursue that path, the reason why I will be willing to sacrifice my comfort, being in a comfort zone, and going out my way to go in a different country just to earn a better living is, of course, not for me, but rather for my family. So my greatest why is my family. Ladies and gentlemen, at a very young age, I already saw the struggle that my family has faced throughout the years. Even though I cannot say that we are very poor. We're like middle class because when my mom started to work abroad, then she was able to provide for all of our needs. But then she decided to come back home when I was in high school because she said that she already missed our growth years, and so she doesn't want to miss and be absent in our life anymore, and that's why she decided to go back home and to put up her own business, a travel agency. But then a lot of things had happened, and she did a lot of business endeavors that wasn't successful. But I can really see that my mom is a very hardworking lady. She's the kindest and the most loving person I know. And actually, it is her birthday today. So I'm sure she's listening with my family here. So I just want to greet her again. Happy birthday. Guys, it's yes, thank you. Do you believe that sometimes life will really push you hard, and then it's like this. you know that you need to do something, but you're too scared to do it. Have you ever had that? Like, you know in your heart that you need to do something, but I'm too scared to do it because it's gonna be tough. You'll face a lot of resistance along the way. And being in a comfort zone, it's much easier, much better, correct? So sometimes we already know what we need to do, but we become lazy or complacent. Why is that? Because we are fearful of the unknown. And so sometimes life will push you and push you and push you until you give up and say, stop, life. What is it that you want me to do? So it's like that. I felt that way when I was working in SM. And what is that situation or scenario before? It was when my grandfather was diagnosed of prostate cancer. I already know that I needed to resign. I already felt it in my heart that I need to do something more. But I would always put it off because, of course, I get too scared, or maybe I already got too comfortable in the office. All my supervisors love me. All my boss loves me. I have a lot of friends in the office. But then this one thing happened, and it really shattered the hearts of our family because all of a sudden my tatay got sick, and it it was very alarming for all of us. And the doctor said if he will not be operated right away, then the cancer might have already spread. But thankfully, by the grace of God, he is now well and has slowly regained his health, and also through the help of Percare Placenta. And I really thank Percare Placenta, and at the same time, I really thank all the people who introduced the product to my mom. And from that, sometimes we see things at the face value. Like we see, oh, it's a problem, it's an adversity. But really, sometimes that problem can really sometimes be a turning point in our life. If you just remain positive, if you remain faithful, and if you believe and that great things happen for good people, then really you will surpass anything. And from that, ladies and gentlemen, you see, from that one problem that we thought was really a big problem, it was actually the way that led us to a greater opportunity, which is Freeway right now. So I really thank all the people who believed in us, who believed in my mom and me. And that is our Team Elite Pegasus and our Team Elite Pavo, Mr. Raymond and Mr. Hiro Tong. So I just want to thank them again for that, for always believing in us and for always giving us great wisdom on how to really succeed in this business. So when we started, ladies and gentlemen, in Reway, it was not very easy. It's not even easy to sell soap. How much more a 135 diamond account, right? So when we started, it was just me and my mom. So yeah, when we started, it was just me and my mom. It was all at the right timing because I've just recently resigned from a corporate job. And so I went back home. I've waited for a job opportunity abroad, which didn't happen yet at that time. So I said, what's the harm in trying? What's the harm in trying? So as I go along, as I immerse myself in the Reway platform, there I was able to see clearly what the company is all about. And ladies and gentlemen, I've learned that Reway is just taking you, the old you, and molding you into a better you. Would you agree with that? Because it's not about uh, having the right qualifications, the right age, having the right profession or anything. Rather, it's just having the willingness and the commitment in your heart that you want to do Reway and you want to succeed in Reway. And I believe every one of us with the right mindset, the right commitment, can really succeed in this business. Just like me and my mom. When we started, we didn't know anything. It's just like when you were born, when you're a toddler, do you know how to walk right away? Of course not, right? So it's just like in Reway or in any business or given industry, it's a learning process. So when we started, it was very, very difficult to close a deal for one diamond set or even just just one bottle. It's very difficult. But I've realized that with persistence, with hard work, then eventually you will have the results. Because it's just like, ladies and gentlemen, you're planting a seed. So when you plant a seed, it doesn't grow right away, correct? When you plant a seed, you need to water it first, put it in the right amount of sunlight, and then you need to have a whole lot of patience and wait for it to grow and bear fruit. I remember because I can say that I am not a very patient person. When I want something, I need to get it right away. I remember I bought a sunflower seed when I was in elementary, and then I put it in a pot. And then after a few days, it started to sprout. But then I was so excited. I was already envisioning in my mind, oh, I wanted to see this beautiful sunflower. And I'm so excited to see it. So what I did, I put a lot of fertilizers in it because I thought if I put everything, then it will just magically grow. But that's not how it works. That's not how life works. Everything is a process. Just like in life, there's a cycle. In business, there's what we call a business cycle. And I believe in this pandemic, we're really facing a very tough time right now. There's a lot. I've seen in the US that there's been more than 20 million unemployment rate in the US. And I've seen a report that during this pandemic, there will be 60% poverty in the Philippines. So just imagine if we have 110 million population in the Philippines and 60% of that will be under in great poverty. Can you just imagine? So what can we do during this pandemic? And with our theme right now, it's adapting to the new normal. You see, we are now in a modern technology age. Like in the modern era is more on a technological age. So now business became online. Now we're doing meeting via Zoom online. And I believe that all of us must really keep an open mind to this new normal. And all of us should really strive to learn about how to use online in business. Because as we know, all of us here has Facebook accounts, correct? All of us here has Facebook accounts. Do you know that you can monetize through Facebook? You can monetize through Facebook, through doing ads, through doing videos, through uploading your videos. You can monetize through Facebook or YouTube. So right now, as I was also thinking, because of course it's very difficult to do our OPE one-on-one or gathering because it's not allowed now. But rather, how can we really move forward with doing Reway is just to really commit ourselves and of course learn. I know it's not going to be easy. For me, I'm also still learning. We just have to learn, continue to learn, and practice and create a culture in this kind of setup. And we must always remember that in order to survive this pandemic, we should think as we rather than just me. I know it's very, very difficult because we would think that, oh, I need to do this so that I can survive. But wouldn't it be much easier if we help each other during this time of crisis? Wouldn't it be much easier if we have concern for others and then help them also? Because I believe that there is always a reason for everything. And I've seen one article also that 100 years ago, a pandemic happened also. There was a pandemic that happened that also killed thousands or even millions of people. And then I come to realize that maybe that is just how the mystery of life works. That's just how nature works. And maybe this is like a time where we're given a chance to really think and reflect onto ourselves. What is it that I really want out of life? What is it that I really want to achieve? What is it that I really want to bring into this world? Like, what kind of impact I want to have on others? And right now, I believe that we are all having a very tough time just staying in our homes and not knowing, because we don't know when will this pandemic end. We don't even know how it started. Like, we were not prepared for this. And I realized one thing because while I was working in Manila, I've read this book. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Are you familiar with that? Yes. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It talks about financial literacy. It talks about being prepared in times of crisis, being prepared in times of emergencies, being prepared when the snow comes. And I've remembered that is also one reason why I wanted to pursue business, because there's one section there that talks about the cash flow quadrant. There's uh, what they call the cash flow quadrant. So there are 4 types of quadrants. First is when you are an employee, you get your income, you get a fixed income as an employee, and then self-employed, and then a business owner, and then an investor. So that is also one of the motivations that led me to decide to really pursue what I want in life. And I know that it's not gonna be easy, but I know that I will achieve it. I know that I can do anything. And that's probably one thing that I want to impart to you all, is that you need to know and you need to feel and you need to believe that you can do it, that you can do anything in spite of all the difficulties that we're all undergoing right now, just have faith in yourself, have faith in the people around you, and most especially have faith in God. Because if we don't have faith in the Most High, then it will be very difficult. Just like us, even right now in the times of this crisis, we are never hungry because I believe that we're being guided. And I want just to say to everyone that I know it's not going to be easy. We don't know when this pandemic will end. But if you just continually to work together and borrow strength from each other, I know we can surpass anything. And we should always remember why. We should always remember why we want to survive this crisis and for what. Because the world has a lot of great possibilities, a lot of great things to offer. And I'm sure this will not end in this room, or it will not end just us being here in our homes. But until then, what are we going to do? So it's just to continually learn and share our this opportunity to other people so that they too, because we don't know that there's also a lot of people who are waiting and praying for this opportunity that we have now. And with that, I want to end my sharing by saying again, thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for coming this afternoon, and God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Three, two, one, go!
So can we give our speaker, J. Roxanne, again another round of applause? Wow, you see how she was able to adapt to the changes in her life. Is she amazing? Type 1 if you agree with me. You see, she has the potential. As what Sir Raymond says, yes, she has the potential to be a Pegasus. Soon, soon, soon. I'm so excited for it. You know, from Roxanne sharing, yeah, I can relate. Life is a continuous ups and downs. Correct me if I'm wrong. But do you know in the hospital when there's, I don't know what do you call it, right? But the toot toot toot, you see that one, toot toot toot. It's a series of ups and downs, right? But it means that you're still alive. If it flattens, it means you're already patay. Dead, right? But imagine this woman, she has this confidence. She was able to step out of her comfort zone, and right now, imagine she is a diamond 3-star. Diamond 3-star. Hitting diamond 3-star, you know, it's not easy. And as what you've said, right now we are adapting to this new normal, and we know that we are all locked down. All of us are locked down right now. But during this crisis, what keeps us pushing forward? I agree with her. It's our greatest why. It's our greatest why. So did we learn something from her? Her story is so inspiring. She is so inspiring, imagine. And I'm so excited to listen to her story soon. More of her stories. So I can still remember the time when I am already, I can experience that. Oh yeah, I would like to take this opportunity to to welcome our business developments inside this Zoom meeting. Welcome, welcome. I'm so pressured because I need to do the MC like the BDs. Welcome, BD Mark and also Sir AJ. I'm so pressured. But yeah, change is the constant thing in life. And as a millennial, even you're not millennial, it's so hard to step out of your comfort zone. It's so hard to step out of your comfort zone. But I'm telling you, if you just take little steps towards your goal, it's not easy, but it will be worth it. And when you decide to change, your environment will change. And if you want to change, you need to find an environment that can help you change. And really, for me and Roxanne, we found it here in Reway International. So can you give Reway International a round of applause? Wow. I'm so fired up because of Roxanne's story, and that keeps me to push more and strive more here in Reway. If she handles those kind of situations, I know I can also handle it. Do you agree? So before we proceed, can I share a story? Don't worry, this one maybe 5 minutes and 1 hour. Kidding aside. So I'm going to share a story. Do you know, this is a fisherman story. I don't know, maybe some of the leaders here know it already. But it's a story of a fisherman. This fisherman is so hardworking. One day, he went fishing he went fishing for him to have his dinner. So the fisherman prepared his fishing rod, his bait, and the bucket. So he went already in the middle of the ocean, prepared his fishing rod, and wishing that he can catch a big fish. So while he was waiting, after 2 hours, finally he caught a fish. Not too big, not too small. It's just the middle kind size of the fish. So he put it in the bucket beside him. Then after he decided, is this enough? Maybe it's not enough. So I will just go back fishing again. So he threw his bait again in the ocean. Then after 2 seconds, imagine he's in the middle of the ocean. He heard a noise. And this noise was like, psst, 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 psst. So he looked to his left, he looked to his right. There was no one in the ocean, only him. So in his mind, maybe I'm just hungry. Maybe I'm just hungry. I'm hallucinating already. So he just continued. After a second, he still heard it psst, 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 here inside the bucket. So he take a look at the bucket. Then he was shocked. You know why? Because the fish was talking. And the fish told him, Sir, can you free me? Can you throw me back to the ocean? Can you throw back me to the ocean? Then the fisherman says, why is he talking? Why is it talking? And then the fish says, I'm a magical fish. I can give you 3 wishes. I can give you 3 wishes. Just bring me back to the ocean. Just throw me back to the ocean because I'm a magical fish. So this fisherman was thinking, if I throw him back to the ocean, I'm already here for 2.5 hours. I still don't have lots of fish that I caught. If I throw him back, what will be my dinner? What will be my dinner? So he was thinking, really? If you're a magical fish, why can't you give me 10 wishes? So the fish says, no, 3 only. So the fisherman thinks, yeah, cannot. I need lots of wishes. So he was like bargaining. Can you give me 6 wishes? The fish says no. 5 wishes? No. The fish says no. 4 wishes? No, 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 no. 3.5? No, no, no. So the fisherman thinks, this one, it's not a win-win situation if I choose that 3 wishes. So when he thinks of it, reflects, and then when he decides that, magical fish, okay, I'll take the deal. I'll take the deal. I will have that 3 wishes. When he looked at the bucket, you know what happened to the fish? The fish already died. So what is the moral of this story? What is the moral of this story? The fish represents the opportunity that what we are having right now here inside this Zoom meeting. And also, imagine if you are that hardworking fisherman, you have the decision to be wise. Maybe on that 3 wishes, you can ask the magical fish, okay, first, I want a good house, or I want a big house. Second, I want a good car. I want an expensive car, a Rolls Royce. Third, I want more 10 wishes. You can wish like that, right? You can wish like that. But the fisherman thinks very, very complicated, and when he decided already, the fish died. So what is the moral of the story? Opportunities knock once only. Do you want to be that kind of fisherman? Do you want to be that kind of fisherman that you can really work wise? Or that we should let the magical fish die? Or should we maximize that opportunity or that 3 wishes that the fish gave us? Because not everyone has the chance to see it. And right now, we are here. Reway people, imagine, Reway people, Reway International is still standing firm in this kind of pandemic, in this kind of crisis. Lots of businesses, imagine right now, as what Roxanne says, right now, imagine lots of businesses are already bankrupt. Some of them are filing bankruptcy. Some of the employees don't know if after lockdown they will still have a job to return to. But imagine, Reway is still here. Reway people are adapting to this new normal, standing strong and firm and reaching out to the people like you, especially you right now. So, and when do we need to decide? When do we need to decide? According to our general manager, Mr. James Chong, he said that change is the constant thing in life. If you stop learning, you will stop growing. And if you stop growing, you will start dying. So opportunities knock once. Sometimes we are so blinded by lots of things, but actually it's right in front of our 2 eyes already. So I've heard that when you want to achieve your goals, when you want to achieve that success in life, when you want to provide for the family, let me ask you, how many 10 years do you have in your life just for you to achieve that success? How many years do you have in that life? Because if you decide, it should be now. Now means in 3, 2, 1, now. So the opportunity is right already in front of us, and we should decide right now if Reway can really help us. Because for me and the people inside this Zoom meeting who are wearing black and white, we have already experienced that change in life, and we want also to share it to you. Because for us, a blessing is never a blessing if you don't share it. And as what our Team Supreme Pegasus 1 with 1 ring says, it is in the moment of your decision that your destiny is shaped. If you decide, when would it be? It should be now. And next, this coming Monday, we will be having our next Zoom event. So can we show our advertisement? So you see, If not now, when? If not now, when? If not you, then who? Imagine our Team Supreme Pegasus One with one ring, Mr. Raymond Tong, decided it 4 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. He was a bankrupt and has these health conditions. But because of his decision, 20,000 Filipinos were able to make a change in life. Because of this man, we were able to experience this change. And also, our elite three-star Miss Fritzi Laigan, she is already a successful woman working in ABS-CBN. But imagine, why is she right now here in Riway? So let me ask you, if you want to decide, when would it be? If not now, when? So this will be the end of our leader sharing today, and I hope everyone was given a new opportunity and hope. We are looking forward to see you again this Monday. And let's not stop this blessing in these four corners of our devices, but let's continue to be a blessing to each and everyone. Let's keep safe and stay healthy. And again, I'm Sheen Marjonet Caro. Thank you so much for your precious time and joining us in our Zoom leader sharing. And again, if we want to decide, it's not tomorrow, it's not later. When will it be? It will be in 3, 2, 1, now. Thank you so much, and to God be the glory.